Hi, hello guys. Welcome to the very first video on studying Spanish. I have to say that I'm very excited to welcome you here for this very first video. And today we're going to be speaking about the articles and the genders of nouns in Spanish. We're going to discuss how the articles work, how the genders of nouns work, and we're going to discuss some traits and characteristics of nouns in Spanish. The very first thing that you need to know about Spanish is that Spanish is what we call a gendered language, similar to Italian or French. That means that all nouns are either going to be masculine or feminine, and that even includes items. For instance, if we were to speak about a house, or to speak about a table or a car, they would have genders in Spanish. They would either be masculine or feminine, which brings us to the very first interesting idea, which is how are we going to know if a certain word is masculine or feminine? Fortunately, it's quite easy and straightforward. So words ending with an O, an E, or an R, or other vowels are typically masculine in Spanish, while words ending with an A, or with an A as their last vowel, are usually going to be feminine. We have a couple of examples here below. We have abuelo, hermano, museo, pueblo, y libro. All of those words end with an O, so we know they are masculine just by looking at them. And on the other hand, we have abuela, hermana, montaña, playa, y escuela. All of those words are ending with an A, so we know they are feminine just by looking at their endings. So it's a very simple concept. You will usually know if a certain word is feminine or masculine in Spanish just by looking at its ending. So let's put this idea into play, guys. Let's practice this a little bit. We have a couple of nouns here in Spanish, and the idea behind this simple, easy exercise is to figure out if they are masculine or feminine just by following the rule we saw a moment ago. So we have perro, carro, chica, taza, juguete, parque, y casa. And we need to figure out if they are masculine or feminine just by looking at their endings. So I'm going to give you just a second here to think about this. You can pause the video if you'd like. And we're going to take a look at them. And as you can see, perro is of course masculine, it ends with an O. Carro is also masculine, ends with an O as well. Chica is feminine because it ends with an A. Taza is feminine because it also ends with an A. Juguete and parque both end with an E, so they are masculine, and casa ends with an A, so it's feminine. So as you can see, it's a very simple concept. It's just a matter of taking a look at the ending of the nouns to know if they are masculine or feminine. Now in Spanish, we also have plural for nouns, of course, and fortunately it's also very simple, because when you want to make a noun plural in Spanish, you just have to add an S at the end of it, just like in English. So for instance, we have perro, we would add an S to make it plural if we were speaking about a lot of dogs, so we would have perros, casa, casas, chica, chicas, parque, parques. Just adding the S at the end of the noun makes it plural. So now that we know how the genders work for nouns and how the plural works, we can start taking a look at the articles in Spanish. In Spanish, we have 8 different articles, but before we start diving into them, there's one more concept that is important to discuss. In Spanish, we also have what we call definite and indefinite articles. Just like in English, in Spanish we have definite and indefinite articles, which means that we have articles that speak about something specific, the definite articles, and articles that speak about something in general or in a non-specific way, which are the indefinite, of course. For example, if you were speaking about a dog that is in front of you, you would say the dog, because you know which specific dog you are speaking about. Whereas, if you were to speak about any dog, a dog in general, you would say a dog. It's the same concept in Spanish. If you are speaking about a specific dog, you would say el perro, and if you were speaking about a dog in general, you would say un perro. So now that you know that, we can go back to that chart and take a look at the articles. In Spanish, we're going to have 8 articles, as I was saying, 4 definite articles and 4 indefinite articles. The definite articles are going to be el, los, la, and las. So if we think about a masculine word in Spanish, for instance, perro, we would say el perro, the dog, or los perros. If we have plenty of them, we would say los perros, the dogs. On the feminine side, we have la and las. So thinking about a feminine word, for example, chica, we would say la chica, the girl, or las chicas, the girls. So those are the 4 definite articles in Spanish. And we have 4 more indefinite articles in Spanish, which are un, unos, una, and unas. So again, with perro, we would say un perro, a dog, or unos perros, some dogs. Or on the feminine side, we would say, again thinking about chica, una chica, a girl, or unas chicas, some girls. So it's just a matter of pairing each article with the gender and with the amount of the noun you're speaking about. Whereas if it's singular or plural, you need to use the singular or the plural form respectively. So let's put this idea into play. We're going to have a couple of nouns here in Spanish with their article. So for example, we have the dog, the house, the dogs, and their houses, a man, a girl, some men, or some girls. The idea is to choose the correct article for each of these nouns. So again, I'm going to give you guys just a moment to think about this. Pause the video if you'd like. And let's take a look at the results. So the dog would be el perro. We would use el because it's masculine and singular. The house would be la casa. It's feminine and singular. The dogs would be los perros. That's masculine plural. The houses would become las casas. That's feminine and plural as well. A man would be un hombre. A girl would be una chica. Some men unos hombres, and some girls unas chicas. So as you can see, this is very logic, very easy, and just a matter of practice. So now this is your turn to put this into play. I'm going to be sharing with you guys in the description of this video a list of nouns in Spanish so you can practice with this idea. I'm going to leave the links for a couple of exercises that you can go through to practice this idea. But in the end, as you can see, this is a very simple idea. So if you have any questions with this lesson, feel free to let me know in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you guys. If there are any questions with the exercises or with the list of nouns, feel completely free to let me know. And I will be seeing all of you guys for next lesson. Thank you so much again for tuning in.